Welcome back to the NDS. We are here at Texas Apron for race 21 of the season. Quick look down qualifying. And back up the board we go. Let's get ready for a improved Texas experience. 77 of Jake on pole. And coming around to the front stretch, pace car is in. And right into the middle of a track, the 77 is going to lead them to green to kick off the Texas Roadhouse 350. Going through turn one, they're going to get really wide back here. And especially with drivers qualifying well and others not so much, we're going to see a lot of action early and a lot of opportunities for drivers to really mess this one up. Toad Warrior getting by on the bottom, making up plenty of ground. And as the first lap completes, they're going to fan out going into one. For the better, for the worse, depending on where you are. Oh, Hyperdrive had a really slow entry through there. He's going to get passed all around, the 33 dropping. He gets his composure back together. The 11 gets a little bit of wall. But the front kind of calmed down, but the back, that's where hell on earth takes place, and some drivers are going the wrong way. Craig Newhouse in the middle. Seto down low, trying to give a push to the 15. When they enter turn one, they can enter really low, and that can create a bit of issues. But so far, everyone making it work. Up at the front, Ringo and Jake leading this thing off. Top 5 position. I think Misty Viper's looking to hold 5th. Portbot a little bit on the way. And that one Racer making a move on KSS BSS. The 4 has not had the best seasons at all. Looking to turn things around with a good run, starting from decent qualifying. The top few have all kind of gotten separated out, though. So it's all set and fine for them. Meanwhile, in the back, it is anything but fine. Looking some of those that didn't qualify very well. Wyatt Junkman is in the thick of it. Nick Breeding's down low. Where's the 5 going to take his run? He's going to go a little bit higher. If you can make the high lane work through 1 and 2, it kind of can help defend. But 3 and 4 is bottom feeding. So seeing the 5 get down there. And he's going to take it low side 3 and 4, try to make up a few spots. See a little bit of a pack kind of here. Hyperdrive is low. We saw him a little bit slow, and he's taking that really low entry. That's what compromises like middle and corner speed. So it's really difficult to justify going down there. Other drivers still making plenty of 3 wide moves. Exo Tiger's got to get going in the right direction. The 99, they're bringing the low side out, but when they get down to 1, they'll drop it and see where he enters in. Looking at all those lines, high lines and low lines. Seeing the higher lines like Eric Monaco getting a little bit of a run on exit. And that's what caused them to just shoot out and just have that better speed. Now, Cody Goforth has taken second place away. The 60, managing the stuff as we have a caution on the track right now, is in turn 1. Portbot destroyed, and a few others as well. That's going to be a tough break for the 16 team as racing back to the yellow, the 77 will take the lead, and the others will line up. What happened here to engine number 16? They crashed out of 8 bowl, and it wasn't any driving error. It was a mechanical failure on Portbot's car. As drivers are coming through, they have to go high or low to get by. That one Racer, Misty Viper get on by. I think once we switch our camera to the angle 2, you can really see the drivers making it by, but the 84 of John X. Sully slams into him. And that creates Oh, he comes back down the track in front of Beach Brutus. Beach Brutus slams into it. Butter Pants and Dr. Popper getting some damage as well. Taking a look at the crash that came of it. Kasane Teto on the brakes. So I think a few fancy drivers got smashed up there. And the 84, John Exolio, along with the 16. Everyone's coming down pit road. Because you can go a long way on one fresh set of tires and fuel. So we'll take a look at what's going on here. Mizzou into his box. Who's going to be the first one out of their box? 2 tires for the 77. 60, 66, the 8. Misty Viper rounds out top 5. And everybody looks to be having good service. Taking a look at those in the back that are kind of bogged back there. Brogan 99. Having a rough start to this one. Let's catch back up with the restart here. As we see a lot of broken vehicles attempting their repairs. All right. The 56 did not get back out there. The 23, the 15, 16, and 84 all DNFing. Kasane Teto last on the lead lap, 37 cars. And a top 10 back to Tiger Man. Got ourselves a very interesting array of drivers near or in the top 5. If the 60, the 40, or the 8 can pick up a win today, that would massively shake up the dynamics of the playoff race. Jake, going to lead him back to green. Green, green, green. 2 tires is helping out a lot, especially getting those right sides. Born Ready down low, going to take it through 1 and 2. He gets past the 40. Misty Viper dropping spots on the restart. There's so many of these mid-points drivers finding their element. Mizzou down low. He qualified really well, but it's looking to make it back up on track after he lost on the first run here. Top 3 on a line. Derek Hamill down low. And KSS BSS is in the top 5, but that one racer's going to split the middle. The 4 and the 8 running really well right now. The top 3 pulling away. Hamill defending for 4th. That one racer's probably got a fast car. He'll look to pass on the inside. Going into 1. Hamill's up high. Trying to leverage a higher line. Racer hits that apron a bit. Type of stuff you got to watch out for. Hamill's going to clear into 3 and 4. Tiger Man's moving up. Let's take a look back at that top 3. Got Cody Goforth side by side with Jake. Not quite. Taking different lines. But the 60's going to leverage the outside to take the lead here. Ringo falls into 2nd. Falls up to 2nd. And this is... The nerves are racking up. You've got the best driver all season right behind you, and you're trying to win. Not only for the first time, but to save your season. No pressure there. He seems to be pulling away a little bit at a time. So let's drop back to kind of outside the top 10 a bit. Toad Warrior 75. He's got middle of 3, looking to pass Mako in the 67. Team Duke put up 3 wide as Ben. Kind of trying to use the inside to get around, but he's going to get got around by the 54 and a couple others. Making it back up in 3 and 4, though. Not the worst deal in the world. Wyatt Junkman and his attempts to advance to a top 20 spot. He's also kind of on the cut line there. A little bit uneasy piece for the 5 team so far that could break out at the drop of a DNF. The KSS BSS has kind of been holding up a few drivers there. Hyperdrive is looking to get around the 4. At 7th place that he's got held onto right now, as we see the 77 dropping back as a lot of leaders are getting spread out. Hamill is coming. Cody Goforth's trying to pull a gap, but Hamill's coming. If he can get around for second easy, then he's got one more car to run down. Looking back, Esri's kind of falling back a little bit, trying to hold top 15. Same for Craig Newhouse. They're using the inside a little bit. Monaco's getting around the outside. And Exo Tiger does not like the slow 17 in front of him. He is looking to make a pass. Junkman's a little bit up the track, giving a little bit of the business to Team Duke. And look at it getting kind of spread out a lot here. Only about 10.5 seconds back to Macaroni. One driver who is struggling immensely on this run right now is Brogan99. He is back in outside the top 35. He is not getting it done right at all. Chris Puckerboy is also pretty far back, trying to hold on to that playoff spot, but it's just tough pickings right there. As Hamill powers around the outside to take the lead. Cody got out a little too far. Might have been a bit of a sitting duck trying to outrun that 66. And now Misty Viper's in the picture here. Top 5 runner. The 77 sprung back to life. A lot of people look at this track as just like the meme track where everyone crashes, but the pit strategy here is insane. The amount of lateral grip they're pulling, trying to make those tighter turns on and off the apron of Texas Apron really play a factor here. Hamill's got about a second, but that second can come down really quickly. Coming on board, you could really take a look at the I wouldn't call it the infield grass, to call it the grass that they have to just kind of ignore going down the front. It's kind of just been a different beast altogether. It's just a very unknown cocktail of racing elements here. Wolf Van Halen Macaroni out the back. And then you really start to see the interval come down back there. So lap traffic would play a factor if it goes green for a while. Misty Viper in the 40 trying to use the inside to get past Jake, but it doesn't work out. The 60 going to rummage around the outside. That one racer maintaining top 5. Hell, even KSS BSS is still hanging out here on speed. Top 10 back to Craig Newhouse after getting past Born Ready in the 1. Toad Warriors in 12th. Just kind of being a tire whisperer here is going to be the name of the game. And some drivers are not doing that well at all. Esri's got himself back outside the top 20, trying to get back into it. RBV is a little bit further ahead, using the outside pretty well. Exo Tiger can't get something going. RS, the anime guy, is not too better. Zentz, he's 27th, kind of doing a little mini through the field right now. Like Cilio Willie's back here. And Seto, could have sworn we saw a 24 at least maintaining appearances earlier in the race. This is just a sad run for this team, getting passed by Kasane Teto of all drivers. Crazy stuff. 41's got a mad run on the outside. Passed 2 cars in half a lap. Crazy work. And Brogan 99, last of the runners. Insane for a driver with 3 wins this season. And Cody Goforth has rocketed back out to the front. Like, these aren't really passes you could defend for. This is more or less just rocket tag. When your tires start giving way, you hit those poor lines, you just fall back like a rock. So the 60 and the 8 running 1-2 right now, but Goforth is just back in his groove, and he is pulling a big gap, trying to learn from his mistakes from last time. Seems like a lot of the drivers here are pretty anemic on these runs. Looking Toad Warrior trying to make the outside work to get down in front of Born Ready. That trying to pull the inside at all costs could actually slow you down. That might actually be kind of a thing here. 2.5-second lead for Goforth. And one thing, Craig Newhouse, he's pulling the inside, but looking Toad Warrior jump to the outside. It's all about the driver that gets out there. Like, look at RBV. He's got 3 passes lined up for him. If he could just hang it through 3 and 4, he'll reap the rewards in 1 and 2. And every car that the 87's looking to pass is much better than the car he's got. He's passing the 97, the 71, the 1. Of course, you got to hit that line properly, but look at him getting a little better exit than Ben. That 97. And dropping back. Team Duke, and then top 20 back to, I believe, Exo Tiger. Sense fell back a lot. I mean, the positions are really in sort of a cosmic struggle. And taking a look at the battle for second, these two have been battling each other crazy for too long. Ringo, KSS, BSS is top 5 running right now. The 4 team putting up some gargantuan numbers at this track. But right now, Cody Goforth is just in another zip code right now. He has pulled 5 seconds on the field right now, and he shows no signs of slowing down. As, like, if you go on board with the 77, it's insane. He's gone. And he's way over there. Like, let's see that graphical cursor trying to point to him. A moving dot right there. He did pull over a 1.5 seconds better that lap. Almost, if not. But that's still a lot to pull in. So if he can keep hitting those consistent lines, Jake could get this lead back as Hamill sits 3rd now. Ringo 4th, KSS, BSS rounding out top 5. We're within, or getting kind of closer to that pit stop window. We're not sure when that's going to happen. KSS, BSS is looking for 4th right now. The 4 car rounding the outside. He's getting a good run on that 66, which is insane that the 35th place points driver just passed the points leader on pure pace. But the inside's going to prevail for 3 and 4. He's going to get him back. Hamill's trying to get better lines. He just hasn't been searching that much. He did a little better than the leader that time, but Ringo's going to absolutely just get him here. And KSS in the 4 gets by as well. Brogan 99 is still continuing to fall like a rock. He is 4 seconds behind anyone else, and he is about to go a lap down. Not too far from it. He's 27 seconds back of a track that is taking about 31 seconds to lap. Look at Ringo. He's absolutely using that middle lane, just going crazy. The lack of driver consistency really creates this vibe of just comers and goers. Kind of like bottom feeding 3 and 4 and then having to raise it a little bit through 1 and 2 just to hit that optimal line. Because of, like, look at how shallow this entry is compared to normal Texas. You're coming up from what is essentially the infield grass on the normal track and trying to hang a turn here. Deep on the inside, the 66 doesn't have that as good of corner he wanted. Speaking of good corners, look at Toad Warrior. He is up to 6th. As Jake comes down pit road, I think this is very close to the green flag window right now. So it's going to be an interesting race as the early adopters come in. Look at this 3 wide malarkey over here. Ben McDonald's trying to hold off lanes upon lanes of different drivers. I think their tires are just not quite good enough to really hang with making bold moves for racing. Cody Goforth, the leader, comes in. Ringo's coming in as well. Ringo got a much better pit entry, though. Hyperdrive, KSS, BSS, a lot of others coming in this time. You see a lot of pit entry back there. I think everybody got in just fine. So that's going to leave Born Ready. He needs to come down pit road. He is still on the racetrack. Born comes in. Next up, Exo Tiger, Team Duke, Wyatt Junkman. The 11 stays out. And Jake is... So I think that's it. I think the only driver left to pit is the 11 of RS, the anime guy, who does lead that lap. Jake is flying around, taking advantage of those fresh tires on those opening stint. He gets way past those drivers, looking for 2 in a row. As the 11 of RS, the anime guy, is going to come in this time. He went the longest. And now it's back to fast-paced racing, where they can start making moves on each other. But a lot of drivers are coming off pit road. They're going to be very far behind. We'll see where guys like Born Ready and Exo Tiger come in. So let's take a look at this 99, where he merges out. The drivers are pretty spread out, so it creates this dynamic where they should have enough room to make it back onto track. Exo Tiger pulls it right in front of RBV. 87's probably not too happy about that one. As Jake flying around, he's going to get the lead here as he is out front. Looking at Brogan 99, he's a lap down coming off pit road. So unfortunate day for the 42. They just could not get that car right at all. Coming across the line, he'll be scored in the 37th position. Oh dear. Other drivers having rough stops. Eric Monaco back to 36th. Chris Puckerboy's pretty far back. And Cilio Willie. The RS, the anime guy, came back out. I think he's trying something new, though. The 11 team might be onto something, but at the same time, I wouldn't count on it. A lot of other drivers know what the task is today of getting to the end of this race. Team Duke, 27th. So we will take a look. Jake is the leader. He was one of the first ones to pit. So if there's anyone who's going to have a pit road heartbreaker, it's going to be this number 77 team. They just have to manage their gap. Cody Goforth still second. Toad Warrior moving up to third, but he's got about 6.5 seconds to make up. Still a very good run for this 91 team. Mizzou in the top 5. KSS BSS still top 10. And Ben enters the top 10. He's still about half a lap behind, but, you know, good start. Derek Hamill's pit stop put him back to 13th. Really feel like pit road's really killing this 8 team. Okay, bad choice of words. But yeah, that's something they definitely need to work on, executing green flag pit stops on pit road to a higher standard. Exo Tiger, he's one of the ones with fresher tires early. Now, he pitted on the same lap as Born Ready. If a 99 and the 1 are planning to go all the way from here, and if they can, then it's going to be a great day for them. One of these two could make it to victory lane. Mako Kit in the top 15. Look at this 67 team go. Mako is the only active driver in the field who is still looking for her first career top 10. So maybe it could come sooner rather than later if this 67 team can keep their wheels beneath them. That one racer back in 18th, a little rough on the pit stop. RBV, he got past the 87. They're both in top 20. Caution's out. Yellow flag has been called out. So, oh, big wreck. The leader. The 77 is wrecked. The leader has been in a crash. Oh, wow. Who even made it back to the line first? I believe Toad Warrior is out front to the caution. What happened to the 77 team? Unscheduled stop after leading by 5 seconds. What a horrible turn of events. That changes everything. Jake was leading by about 5-6 seconds, and it all comes undone. Oh, it was Craig Newhouse. So Newhouse, he comes up. Nick Breeding was there. Craig Newhouse, Nick Breeding come together. Kyle D involved as well. And look at how many cars are there. Esri and Zentz get a piece of it. Big hit for Kyle D. And look at yeah, that's the initial contact, but the leaders had to have come in at some point. All right, so that's the start of the crash. Kyle D and Craig Newhouse and Nick Breeding get together. That's Esri, Zentz, Billy Mays all involved. But when the leaders come by, Seto got a piece of it. Cilio Willie in the 13 makes it through the crash. But, the second one, J Money, Macaroni, Eric Monaco, Puck, and the leader, Jake, runs straight into it. Further back, got Cody Goforth, who is on the brakes right now. It's looking to slow down. Toad Warrior also on the brakes. They're going up the track. You see Cody and Toad trying to make it through. They may be touched. I don't think so. And look at everybody here. They're coming in. Look at Mizzou. Look at Ringo, Misty Viper. And I think a little bit of a checkup from Brogan actually causes some of that line to slow down, which gets Toad to the lead. Oh, man. So heartbreaker for the 77. A few others coming down pit road. They've got damage. All right, let's assess this thing out. Esri and Puck are still racing. They've got damage, so Toad Warrior leads this thing. Brogan is now 29th, 1 lap down. The 35, the 19, the 6, the 3. Jake is 1 lap down. Brogan's 1 lap down. Yeah, Jake now might be trapped 1 lap down. Horrible turn of events. Seto's 2 down. Macaroni is 2 down. Esri is on the lead lap, but the extensive repairs leave much to be desired on that car. Craig Newhouse is on the lead lap. Wolf Van Halen's lead lap. So I think this basically, all that fuel strategy stuff, throw that out the window. I think this has now just become a straight-on battle. And with the restart not being within 10 to go, we are going to see some crazy shit go down. $33 on track, 28 in the lead lap. Top 10 back to Krugemeyer. And if you think that it's over yet, it is far from over. I think any one of these drivers, I would say back to about top 15, maybe even top 20, could win this on raw pace. But we'll see what happens. The 91 of Toad Warrior is in control of this thing. And we've got a solid chunk of laps left. I'm thinking 14 to go on the restart. It's still anyone's race. And it's still time for everything to go to hell. How can the 42 contest with the 91? Green flag back in the air. And Puck is not getting it going at all. That 2 is That too is not going very well. He is thoroughly underpowered. Taking a look at the second wind right here. Hamill in the 8. I think the inside lane is going to be where you need to go. And they are powering around the 2. Back up front, Brogan actually kind of has decent speed, but not on the lead lap. So, and we got a caution. Caution back out. Yellow flag, yellow flag, yellow flag. I think this is where the race turns into everyone losing their heads. It was Team Duke. This was a wreck in turn 1. So, yeah, looking at how it goes, you see that one racer way up high. And Canadian Lux looks like he raked for the 10, and then Team Duke nowhere to go. Spins off the bumper of Kasane Teto. And the 21 hits the wall. Nobody else there. The track was clear. That's just a quick yellow right there. But I think this does have some pretty changing effects on the race right now. As now we're within 10 to go. Restart 9 laps. This will be an inline restart. I think this is what the 91 wants to hear. Team Duke still in the lead lap after the spin. Plenty of those look to take advantage on these restarts. Mizzou sitting second, looking to upset the natural order from way far back in points. Cody Goforth trying to secure his way into the playoffs with sitting third. Misty Viper wants to upset the playoffs. He's 4th. Hyperdrive sits 5th, and plenty of other drivers inside the top 10 could really use a win. Macaroni's lap down, but I'm looking at this 4 team. KSS BSS. They could really use a good finish right now, and they just need to survive to get to the end. But right now, it's Toad Warriors' race to lose. After being granted this bountiful harvest for the lead, can he keep it across the end of this race? Pace cars in. Toad Warrior 75 taking the green flag. Mizzou looking at the lanes. He gets a little bit high. Goforth takes second. Misty Viper's also a little bit high. Seeing several drivers getting trained around. Now looking at these two side by side, Brogan 99 is the insurance that Toad Warrior needs. He's not racing the 42. He's racing everyone else. Looking further back, you see the inside lane really benefiting the drivers that are getting past the 97 of Ben. As Ben is just pretty far back there. Born Ready, he's way on the inside. The 4 also way on the inside. That's going to give a 97 a run back at the high side as he clears there. Brogan 99 is not given any leverage for any of these drivers back here. Toad Warrior is running away with it. That 42 is not as good as he's been all day at all. Cody's looking outside. Misty Vipers to follow. Not sure what they need right now, if they want to keep it going or not. Got about 2 seconds to climb down, but they're going to be battling each other for second. How's it going to play out for these drivers? Mizzou, top 5. And top 10 back to Derek Hamill. Plenty of battles going on outside the top 10. That one, Racer looking to run it back. The inside and the outside are all fighting for the positions they need. Junkman's got himself lined up. Looking to try to make as much ground as he can. Looking at way back there. Team Duke's pretty beat up. All these drivers that are having a tough time. Jake's pretty slow. Exo Tiger, really slow. 99 must have broke something. Hyperdrive takes 3rd. They're getting sorted out. And near the front there, they're getting really spread. So a lot of the drivers just looking to make it all the way to the end. Hamill's picking up positions. Number 8 looking for everything he can get his hands on. Bends to his outside. The 97 looking. Tiger Man's really slow around that inside right there. Mizzou continuing to hold on. Looking to take 4th away. It's a matter of if he can get there. He's getting a big help from Ringo. Look at that. 66, give him a big old shove around there. And 3 laps to go. Cody's using the inside. That's going to let Hyperdrive snatch 2nd away as Toad Warrior has it made. Rogan 99's kind of got his sea legs back, but it is way too late in this race. Cilio Willie looking for a top 15 finish. All these drivers giving it one last try for any old positions. Looking at Junkman on his onboard. As he takes the outside, he's looking to make that pass. And that is an example of a pass right there. All the way from the front to the back, everybody is looking to finish. Esri back on pit road. White flag in the air. Hyperdrive is running down Toad Warrior with impunity. Can the 33 steal the win today? Down the back, Toad Warrior and Hyperdrive. He's making it closer than he needs it to be. Through 3 and 4, they're not going to catch the lapper up ahead. Toad Warrior 75 makes it a lot closer than he needs to, but he's going to win at Texas Apron. Exo Tiger is going to get a lead lap finish. Esri's going to be 1 lap down on the finish. Take a look at the 17 here. And all that, but 91 is going to get himself another chip and plenty of more coins to bet into the playoff points when he gets in there. This is going to be his 2nd win of the season. And boy, is he going to make it look good. Taking a look at the final results from everybody here. Plenty of upset finishers doing good. Others not so much. And plenty of crashed vehicles. That is all we have for this race. Till next time. Take care.